The 1960s, a decade of radical change and revolution. From civil rights to rock and roll, this era shook up the world in more ways than one. But did you know it also transformed the way we eat forever? Stick around as we dive into the groovy culinary shifts that changed our plates and palates. Segment 1. The Rise of Fast Food. First up, fast food. The 1960s saw the explosive growth of fast food chains. McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC started serving up quick, affordable meals, changing the dining landscape. These restaurants offered a new level of convenience that was previously unheard of. The Golden Arches became a beacon for hungry families and busy workers alike. People were drawn to the idea of getting a meal in minutes without the need for cooking or waiting. It was a perfect fit for the fast-paced lifestyle of the 1960s. This boom in fast food also reflected broader societal changes. The 1960s was a time of increasing suburbanization. Families were moving to the suburbs where fast food chains found a perfect market. The car culture of the 60s also played a role as drive-thrus became an integral part of the fast food experience. But it wasn't just the big names like McDonald's and Burger King that thrived. Regional chains and independent fast food joints popped up everywhere, each offering their unique twist on burgers, fries, and shakes. This proliferation of fast food changed the American diet significantly, introducing more people to the idea of eating out regularly. Moreover, fast food became a cultural icon, appearing in movies, TV shows, and even music. It was an experience, a quick escape from the daily grind, and a taste of the American dream. The affordability of fast food also made it accessible to a wide demographic, ensuring its place in the hearts and stomachs of millions. As we look back, it's clear that the rise of fast food in the 1960s was not just a culinary shift, but a reflection of changing societal values and lifestyles. Segment 2. The Birth of Nouvelle Cuisine. Meanwhile, across the pond in France, a culinary revolution was brewing, nouvelle cuisine. This movement, spearheaded by visionary chefs like Paul Bocuse and the Toigu brothers, emphasized fresh ingredients, lighter dishes, and artistic presentation. Gone were the heavy sauces and elaborate preparations of traditional French cuisine. Instead, chefs focused on simplicity and flavor, forever changing the world of haute cuisine. Nouvelle cuisine was about letting the ingredients shine. Freshness and quality became paramount, and dishes were often prepared and served quickly to preserve their natural flavors. This new approach also brought about a change in the visual aspect of food. Plates became canvases and chefs, artists. Presentation was just as important as taste. Every dish was meticulously arranged to be visually appealing, reflecting the modern artistic movements of the time. Nouvelle cuisine encouraged experimentation and innovation, leading to the development of many new cooking techniques and styles. The emphasis on fresh, high-quality ingredients also paved the way for the farm-to-table movement that would gain popularity in the following decades. Moreover, nouvelle cuisine introduced the concept of smaller, more refined portions, breaking away from the heavy and often overwhelming servings of traditional French cuisine. This shift towards lighter, more balanced meals resonated with a growing health-conscious audience. The Nouvelle chefs also prioritized seasonal ingredients, which meant that menus changed frequently to reflect what was freshest and best at any given time. This focus on seasonality and local sourcing prefigured many of the food trends that dominate today's culinary scene. The impact of Nouvelle cuisine extended beyond France, influencing chefs and restaurants across the globe. It sparked a new era of creativity in kitchens from New York to Tokyo, inspiring a wave of chefs to experiment with flavors, techniques, and presentations. The movement also brought chefs into the spotlight, elevating them to the status of celebrities. In essence, Nouvelle cuisine was not just a shift in cooking techniques, but a cultural shift in how we approach food. It encouraged a deeper appreciation for the art of cooking and dining, fostering a culture where food is celebrated not just for its taste, but for its beauty and craftsmanship. This revolution set the stage for the diverse and dynamic culinary landscape we enjoy today. Segment 3. The Influence of Julia Child. Back in the United States, one woman was demystifying French cuisine for the American public, Julia Child. Her show, The French Chef, debuted in 1963. bringing sophisticated cooking into everyday kitchens. Julia Child became a beloved household name, her cheerful demeanor and relatable approach making French cooking accessible to all. With her charming personality and easy-to-follow recipes, Julia Child inspired a generation to don their aprons and try their hand at coq au vin and boeuf bourguignon. She taught viewers that cooking could be fun and rewarding, not just a chore. Julia's influence extended beyond her TV show. Her cookbooks became bestsellers, further spreading her passion for French cuisine. Julia Child's impact on American cooking cannot be overstated. She not only introduced new techniques and ingredients, but also changed attitudes toward food. Cooking at home became a way to explore different cultures and express creativity. Her legacy continues to inspire home cooks and professional chefs alike. Her distinctive voice and larger-than-life personality made her a television icon. Julia's show was one of the first cooking programs to gain a wide audience, paving the way for the cooking shows and food networks we enjoy today. She brought a sense of authenticity and warmth to the screen, making viewers feel like they were cooking alongside a friend. Segment 4. The convenience of processed foods. The 1960s also saw a boom in processed foods. Supermarkets were stocked with TV dinners, canned soups, and instant everything, making meal prep easier than ever. This convenience was a game-changer for busy families and working individuals. These innovations were a double-edged sword. While they saved time, they also introduced a slew of preservatives and artificial ingredients into our diets. The convenience of these foods often came at the cost of nutrition. However, the popularity of processed foods highlighted a growing demand for quick and easy meal solutions. The rise of processed foods was closely linked to the advertising boom of the 1960s. TV commercials and magazine ads touted the benefits of these modern conveniences, often featuring images of happy, stress-free families enjoying their meals. This marketing strategy played a significant role in shaping consumer preferences and habits. With more women entering the workforce, there was less time for traditional meal preparation. Products like TV dinners and instant meals offered a way to balance work and home life. These foods were designed to be quick, easy, and appealing to a wide audience. This era also saw the introduction of some iconic processed foods that are still popular today. From Pop-Tarts to instant ramen, many of these products have stood the test of time. They became pantry staples, offering convenience and comfort in a fast-paced world. Segment 5. The health food movement. As a counterbalance to processed foods, the health food movement gained traction. Influenced by the rise of the counterculture, people started seeking out organic and natural foods. The health food movement was about returning to simpler, more natural ways of eating. This era saw the birth of health food stores and a renewed interest in vegetarianism and whole foods, a trend that continues to grow today. People began to question the health impacts of processed foods and sought alternatives that were closer to nature. This shift was also driven by a growing awareness of environmental issues and a desire for more sustainable living. The 1960s health food movement laid the foundation for many of the dietary trends we see today. Organic farming, plant-based diets, and holistic health practices all have roots in this period. The influence of the counterculture cannot be overstated. The hippie movement's emphasis on peace, love, and harmony extended to food choices. Communes and health food cooperatives sprang up, promoting communal living and shared resources. This grassroots approach to food was revolutionary and contrasted sharply with the commercial food industry. While initially viewed as a niche market, the principles of the health food movement gradually permeated mainstream culture. Today, the demand for organic and natural products continues to grow, reflecting the lasting impact of the 1960s health food pioneers. Their legacy is evident in the widespread availability of organic produce, health food stores, and the popularity of plant-based diets. Conclusion. From fast food to fine dining, processed meals to health foods, the 1960s left an indelible mark on how we eat. It was a decade of diversity and change, setting the stage for the culinary world we know today. What's your favorite 1960s dish? Let us know down below in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more delicious history. And if you are craving more food history, then this is the video you need to watch next.